This is the thing that like the lefties always get, like anytime anyone's talking about like Homelander and how cool he is or whatever, it's like, hey, did you know Homelander's the bad guy? It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. We like the character. Like, that's just all the time.
There's nothing evil about liking a good antagonist. There's nothing evil about liking Thanos. There's nothing evil about, liking these characters. It's a fictional world. You guys are the ones taking this shit seriously.
Like Huey and Starlight, I completely don't care about them. I just hate this whole thing where like they're supposed to be like the moral good, like kind of in the show, but they're really not. They're morally bankrupt too. Like they're not good people. Butcher is just like totally just obsessed with Homelander, which is like almost like weird. It's just like, like his whole thing is just about taking down Homelander. Like it's not even really about like, it's almost not even about like Vought. Like it kind of is, but not really. His obsession is just with like beating Homelander. So it just,
what's ironic? It's funny because there's no place, usually in a story, when you're making a story, there's some character I can rest my hat on. I can say, I identify with that person. It's consistent. This show has all the good guys. You can't rest your hat on any of them. You can't like get grounded, but you can get grounded with the villains because they're consistent. Because like, that's why it's easier to like the villains than it is to like the actually good guys, at least in my perspective.
Wow.
Which is funny.
Yeah, no, that you're totally right about that. That's so true. Yeah, well put. That's what I couldn't like quite put my finger on that is the case, because like you're right, the good side is like totally like inconsistent to the point where I kind of just view them all as like kind of bad, morally bankrupt characters. But at least the bad guys are cool and they're funny.
Yeah, and I don't think the writers even realize that. They probably don't.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like it's almost maybe done on purpose. Like, hey, let's like make the bad guys really cool and then like kill them at the end and call them fascists or something. Like you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, do they really expect us to like Huey's character that much? He's just like, I don't even like using this term, but he just is a beta male. He's just, and then like Butcher is just like completely misguided. Karl Urban, he's a cool actor, but like his character is just completely misguided. I'm not that interested in him just being obsessed with like Homelander. He doesn't have this like greater cause that they try to act like he has. He's just obsessed. Anyway.
There's nowhere to rest your head on that one. He's not a good father. He didn't like succeed in like, that was his redeeming factor, was how he's going to, but then he all of a sudden like rejected him in one of the episodes or something. I forgot, but something there just didn't even line up. He's a loose cannon. I guess that's how they want to write him.
I think that's the irony though, right? Is that I think that's the irony though, right? With Butcher, because he's kind of a lot like Homelander in a way, like he's a narcissist as well. So like, I don't know, maybe I think in some ways you could make that work, and maybe that's what the intention is. But
they're showing that basically he's the loose cannon. They're trying to make it so that he's lost his moral compass, so to speak. Therefore, he can like bend the rules and do something that other people aren't willing to do. That's why they wrote him like that at the end of this season. They're trying to make him so that it's like he no longer has any moral compass. He can. So they're using him for that reason. So that's fine.
Like he's the only one crazy enough to like do what it takes to like actually beat Homelander, but he's going to lose his moral compass and every redeeming quality about him, if there even is any, to be able to do that. I guess that's the point. The thing about the show was like, yeah, everyone secretly likes Joe Goldberg's character, but like it gets to the end of the show and it's just like, oh yeah, we actually hated him the whole time. Like he sucked. Like nobody should have liked him. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like he's why we were all here, and that's kind of like the thing with like Homelander and even like Soldier Boy to an extent. Like these are like really cool characters no matter what you think about them politically. And so we hope they just don't completely humiliate these characters that, we've obviously grown to like, just to prove some political point or whatever they're trying to say. Because especially with this show too, they're always trying to tell you something. We kind of see this coming a mile away. These characters are going to like get their comeuppings. And the thing that kind of sucks about that too is like the show never had like this giant budget. I mean, I think it did at some points, but Homelander, like we have yet to see him go like scorched earth. So they better put a lot of money into just making him just destroy like everything, because like we haven't even really seen his full power level, but I feel like they're going to kind of put him down before he's even really able to show how evil he actually is.
I think they'll show how evil he is. Definitely going to take a time to do that. Like whoever he's beating up in the trailer, I'm sure he's just gone off the wall and like nobody is his friend anymore. I could totally see that.
Every now and then I still get comments like, hey, like, talk about like season 4. And like, honestly, the reason we didn't talk about season 4 is because like nothing happened in season 4. You were just like in limbo waiting for like season 5. It was like the weirdest thing. Like they totally dropped the ball in season 4. You could like skip season 4 basically, because like season 5 starts up and we're waking up Soldier Boy again, like right where we left off at season 3, you know, and it's like, okay, well, like, what was even the point of season 4? Like, just Butcher getting his powers right at the end and killing, what's her name?
I think season 4 was to do the virus, right? Is that when the virus got introduced, or am I wrong?
I think that was part of it. Can't even remember.
So they're giving themselves so much to tackle on this one because they have the virus and they have Soldier Boy. Those are the two things that can take down Homelander. And then you kind of have Bush on the side. I guess he can take him down. There's probably going to be some sort of fight.
Yeah, they're going to have a fight because they just have to. It's a really fun show. It's well done. It's well written. It's funny. You know, there's a lot of good things going for it. And I just hope that they can end on a high note because it's really easy to fuck this up, I think, at the end. How you close it is really important.